This is how 3 golf balls can go into the hole at any one time. I'm going to tell you today how you can make it so much easier to hole putts. This is the missing element of your golf putting game. And how actually you don't have to be now so perfect on your line. I think so many golfers are missing this. I actually think so many golfers are not as good at pace as they think they are, and actually better at line than they think they are. We're going to tell you today how you can bring this all together. This is going to require you to really watch this. So you need to watch all elements of this, because it's going to really bring in the fact that if you get the pace right, that hole is 3 times bigger. No, we've not gone on there and dug the hole out. We're just using the pace on our side. If you think about it, think on the golf course when you've got that ball dead weight, and you think, bloody hell, it stops on the side, then it drops in, okay? If that ball was traveling really fast, that ball would never drop in. So effectively, you can understand now that if the ball is at perfect pace where it just drops in, that effective hole size is much bigger, because the ball can drop on any corner, left, right, and in. So if we think about it this way, if I roll these 3 golf balls right now, you can see me rolling these 3 golf balls, all 3 can go in at the same time. One go in the front door, other one go in the side door, and the other one can go in the side door. If now we increase this speed, only 2. If we increase the speed even more now, you can see that if this ball was going too far past, it makes the hole so much smaller. So if we get the effective hole size right, we can hole so many more putts. How many times do you hear never up, never in? Yeah, okay, that's right. But actually, it's wrong. We want to have that where it just drops in the front door. And also, I'm going to tell you why it's wrong, and I need to just stand up here because my knees are killing me. So join me standing up. Now, if you think about it this way, if you hit it here, you left yourself a little smelly 2.5, 3 footer, and I'm hitting it from just this side of the camera. If I drop it just short, I know it's not gone in, but actually that one really had no real chance of going anyway, and that one had no chance of going in because it wasn't even getting to the hole. This one is a lot more stress-free than that one. A lot of people will be more happy with that putt than that putt, because hitting it that far past, your effective hole size becomes so small, the chances of you holing it are significantly reduced. So giving it that chance of your playing partner going, great pace, had a chance that one, it didn't. All it's doing is going to cause you stress for one more putt. Think about it this way, and we're going to test this on some left to right putts and right to left putts right now. If I show you right now again, I get this ball just to drop in, the effective hole size is much bigger. If, and I've done this before, try and really ram it in, you can really see how it can lip out, left lip, right lip, and my effective hole size becomes so much smaller the faster I hit that putt. And sometimes we hit it too fast where the effective hole size becomes a lot smaller, or even too small to hole a putt. Now, one thing I'm going to say to you right now is, if the flag's in, some of these things do change. But right now, we have the flags in here in the UK, and that's how we're playing our golf. But we're thinking about long term when hopefully we don't have to leave the flags in, and if we do want to take the flag out, we can. Because I think in reality, most people actually prefer putting with the flag out. Actually, well, let's see. Comment down below, do you prefer putting with the flag in, flag out, outside of COVID-19? I'm not saying now because we can't touch them, but outside of COVID-19, what do you prefer? So, let's test this now. Left to right putts, right to left putts, and really show you how this can really help you putting. So if we get this right now, we can imagine that our line to this hole becomes 3 golf balls wide and in on our left to right putt. So we can really start to picture these 3 golf balls traveling all the way down towards this hole at the perfect pace, which means our effective hole size becomes so much bigger. If we stand here and picture just having to get it so perfect where we got the pace where the ball only has effectively 1 chance to go in, we feel like we're walking that ball down a tightrope. The more we're tuned into that pace, the less we have to be in with line, the more likely we're going to be stress-free for our next putt, but also more likely going to hole that putt. So if you get anything from this video, I want you to be really tuned into that pace. How do we tune into that pace? And not worry too much about line, because you'll start to figure out line much easier if you work on your pace. It's going to be stress-free to make the hole bigger. Why don't we do it? So let me just show you this final thing and this final drill on a right to left putt and how you can imagine you can get the right pace. So if we're really ramming those putts, look how small we're going to make the hole. If we get it a little bit softer, look how much bigger this hole becomes. 3 golf balls wide, we've got a chance of the ball going in. So in simple terms, the faster we hit the putt, the smaller our line of actually having the chance to hole it becomes, so our chance of holding the putt gets lower, and that will really affect our chances of making putts, give us that stress. So again, too fast goes in with a smaller chance, the slower the putt is and the more perfect and tuned into pace of just dropping into the hole, the bigger our effective hole size. Now if you actually saw that last putt, you can clearly see what I was meaning. You went in that left half of the cup. Perfect pace, good line. If it wasn't as good at pace, it was a little bit too firm, then that ball would have missed, it would have lipped out. We don't want that to happen. So what I want you to imagine when you're putting, and again, this is just a feeling and something I want you to imagine, that that ball, if it was going in dead centre, would never hit the back of the cup and drop in. How many times have we seen it ram in, pops up, and sometimes drops down? Sometimes we get lucky. Or even now with the flag in, it hits that flag and bounces off. What I want you to imagine is that ball is never going to hit the back of the cup. It's going to allow you just to drop that ball in. Bit too tentative on that one. And it does take some getting used to. But you can really start to see, that would have been in that one, I promise you, how you don't have to be so perfect with the pace and with the line. You can get tuned in, you can make your putting stress-free, and if we're tuned in and it's stress-free, how many shots do we hit with this around? A lot more than we do with driver. So let's get this right. Really hope you enjoyed that video. It's a simple way of thinking about how pace is far more important. Think of effective hole size. The faster we hit it, the smaller our effective hole becomes, and if we hit it too fast, we have no chance of holding it at all. I hope that gave you a great insight on how to hold some more putts. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit that big thumbs up button and smash that subscribe button. I'm here to help you enjoy your golf. See you tomorrow.